Hey guys, Mike here. So I told you I'd keep you updated on the housing market. So here's a quick video for you. And I'm doing this now because two of the biggest home builders in the country just reported earnings. And so it's always good to listen to their forward guidance. So I got really short clips of the CEOs or somebody covering them, telling you exactly what they're seeing. And these builders are in two different price ranges. So you get an idea, one's more in the upper, one's more in the lower a little bit. And so you get an idea of what they see. And both beat earnings, right? But the quarters they're reporting for are before the mortgage interest rates went up as much as they have now. And as a matter of fact, in case you're unaware of it, we just hit another new high of 5.91%, going up from 5.78% last week. And you can see it's literally almost doubled since September of last year. You could have got it for 3.2, and now you're going for 5.91. And this will continue to go up as the Fed funds rate goes up and as they roll off their balance sheet of mortgage-backed securities, okay? And that is one reason, I actually wrote this down, you see refinance applications are down by 70% compared to last year, and mortgage applications are down 16% compared to last year, because who in the heck wants to refi into interest rate that high? And so real quick, here's the CEO of Lennar, and then somebody covering KB Homes and what they said in their forward guidance.
The rapid increase in interest rates, together with price appreciation, have created at least sticker shock and perhaps a more structural cooling of demand. Although these preliminary reflections of market conditions are not dispositive of the state of the market, indicators have been building since the Fed's tightening began. And given the Fed's expressed conviction to combat inflation by the definitive statements made recently, it seems that these trends will harden as the Fed continues to tighten until inflation subsides. While we can choose to fight against the trend, the reality is that the market has been changing, and we are getting ahead of it by making all necessary adjustments.
The CEO of KB Home today in the release says sales rates are moderating from the exceptional levels the industry has experienced as buyers process the impact of higher mortgage interest rates. But then it talks about the KB Home's built-to-order flexibility, which is you can choose what's in your home and how expensive it's going to be, so you can really moderate the pricing on that, and really just allowing consumers to get what they want for the lower price that they might want it for. So again, not as severe as we saw from Lennar. KB is a slightly lower price model than Lennar's are.
And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you get something out of this. So obviously the CEO of Lennar sees the writing on the wall and what's coming down the road. KB Homes, obviously a little cheaper model, and you can make it cheaper by not adding so many bells and whistles to it as well. But with mortgage rates continue to go up and up and up, and there's no end in sight, and as long as the Fed funds rate keeps doing it, you're going to see those mortgage rates most likely continue to go up. But we'll, have to monitor that and stuff. And I think that's why you're seeing, data like this come out right here, like who can qualify anymore for a $200,000, $400,000, $800,000 house. And you can see the lines obviously are trending downward, right? And that's where we're at right now. And so, the big one's gonna be the $400,000 house. That's really kind of like the average right now. But you can see it has dropped dramatically for the number of people, and these are in millions, by the way, to the left, that can even qualify for the houses, okay? And so that's something to keep an eye on, as well as you can see right here, U.S. home prices are once again out of whack with fundamentals. And this is the house price to income ratio. Right now we're around 96, as you can see, and we haven't been at these levels since the 07 issue we had when we had the housing market tumble. And then way back to 1977, I don't really remember this, I've heard stories about it where people were taking out 20, 30% mortgage loans, and so, which is just insane to think about. But again, they were fighting inflation as well. So you can see how far, up there we are. And the reason why it's important to, keep up to date on what's going on with the housing market more than anything, in my opinion, is because, again, it's the only industry that affects so many sectors of the economy. And it has good paying jobs, right? Those builders, that is skilled labor. They make good money. In some places, they're even unionized, all right? The people that work in the banks, they make good money. This isn't McDonald's wages, okay? These people are making. So if you start to see even more layoffs, because you're already seeing layoffs, right? But if you start to see even more layoffs and the housing industry really does slump, and these mortgage rates continue to go up and up and up, which that pretty much will be the catalyst for that happening, even if housing prices do start to moderate and come down some, you know, that's a big deal, right? Because you're looking at a lot of middle class people that will be losing their jobs, right? And so that, of course, shows the state of the economy. That freaks people out on Wall Street, and they say, "Whoa, wait a minute," right? And so they're a little less willing to invest in stocks and other things, especially risk assets, if they see that happening in the housing market, okay? And so we'll have to keep an eye on it. I don't think there's anything to freak out about. Or should prices come down? Absolutely, prices should come down. The question I have is, how high are these mortgage rates going to get? That's really the big question. And then also, you know, what's the number of layoffs going to happen? How slow does this thing have to get before you see that happen? So stuff like that. I mean, that's, you know, there's no, and another reason why you're seeing like commodity prices, right? Like, you know, anything that's got to do with the building materials, wood and all that, copper, is absolutely falling off a cliff. And that's the reason why you see that. And so anyway, I just want to make a short video. I'll, you know, end up keeping you updated on this. You won't see me do too many videos in the housing market, that's for sure. And the only reason I'm doing it is to see how it's going to affect the stock market, to keep an eye on how the economy is doing, that kind of stuff, okay? And so I hope you guys have out of it. Hit the like, subscribe button if you did. I really appreciate that. Share the video, guys. I thank you much for that, and I'll see you later.